Hi everybody, welcome to Something to Think About, where I hope to share some ideas that will give you something to think about. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to achieve an interview mindset. I'm your host, Fred. Let's get to it. To get started, I want to share the story of my first interview to become a student engineer. Hello, Fred. Come on in. Welcome to General Motors. Have a seat. Say, listen, before we get started with your interview, let me ask you a question. Are you watching Olympic swimming? Thank you, Mr. Smith. Yes, I am. I think Rowdy Gaines could be the greatest Olympic swimmer of all time because what? It's time for Fred's next interview. We've been talking about swimming. I hadn't had a chance to ask him a question yet. Okay, well, just 1 minute. Let me ask him one question. Fred, I got just one question for you. Why? I will tell you my answer to that question and how the interview turned out at the end of the video. Years later, when I reflected on this experience, I thought about how calm I was going through this interview process. In fact, I enjoyed the interview process and always have. So I asked myself the same question the plant manager asked me. Why? I answered that question by asking and answering three more. Number one, what is most people's favorite topic to talk about? Themselves. Number two, what do you do in an interview? You talk about yourself. Number three, who is the expert on you? You are. Somebody once told me their mother was, but I convinced them otherwise. So let's review. An interview is a time when you get to talk about your favorite topic about which you're the expert. When you think about interviewing in this light, it can make all the difference. If you still sense some nervousness in yourself, remember, your body feels the same way whether you're nervous or excited. Your brain decides which reaction to have. Simply tell yourself you're excited to change your mindset. The next time you interview for a new opportunity, I hope you'll keep the points I made in this video in the back of your mind to help you make the most of your interview. I promised to share the answer to the plant manager's question for me. He asked me, why? That was it, nothing more. I thought for a second and considered the question. In my mind, there could only be one answer. Because. I figured the answer to every why question typically starts with because. Must have made sense to him too because I got the job and I worked there throughout my university days. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. I hope I gave you something to think about. Take care.